Hello there, my name is Andrew Mengele, and I'll be talking about the 2011 Tohoku, Japan earthquake. An overview of the event. So, the earthquake occurred on March 11th, 2011. It happened off the coast of Japan. It was a magnitude 9.1 earthquake and it lasted 6 minutes. And so, the tectonic setting of the earthquake was between the Pacific and Okhotsk plates, and the area is known as the Japan Trench. The geologic cause of the earthquake. So the Pacific plate subducted below the Okhotsk plate as a result of the two plates converging. It caused the stress to build up and release, which eventually caused the earthquake. The event was known as a megathrust earthquake because of the conditions outlined. And this figure right here shows the process, so you can see the oceanic crust subducting from the Pacific plate, subducting under the continental crust, which eventually caused the earthquake. Human impact. First off, casualties. At least 20,000 people were killed, over 2,500 people were missing, and over 6,000 people were injured. Impact on infrastructure and society. Over 123,000 homes were destroyed, over a million homes were damaged, over 70 sewage treatment plants were destroyed, over 3,300 facilities handling oil and toxic materials were damaged, railroads, roads, etc. were destroyed, power and communication outages were rampant. There were a lot of shortages, whether it be food, electricity, you name it, water, and also there was a massive emergency response, and there was a lot of governmental and international aid that was provided as a result. Displacement of people. As a result of the earthquake, over 470,000 people were recorded to have been displaced from the earthquake. Economic costs. The earthquake caused over $220 billion in damages. And as the images referenced here, you can see all the damage from the earthquake. See, homes are leveled. There's some still relatively stable, but most are completely destroyed with a lot of debris on the ground. And in this picture right here, you can see railroads destroyed. You can see these two boys right here with their dog. They're displaced as a result of the earthquake. All pictures, figures, whatnot, they're all credited, as you can see. Environmental impact. Impacts to landscape. The northeastern coast of Japan was moved east by 4 meters as a result of the earthquake. The coastline was subsided by 0.5 meters. And the Earth's axis was shifted by approximately 6.5 inches as a result of this disaster. Impact to climate. Climate warming and ozone depleting chemicals were released, speeding up global warming. Local impacts. It caused a massive tsunami, which reached over 120 feet high in some locations. It caused the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear accident, which caused radioactive materials to get all over the atmosphere and whatnot, and it caused a lot of people to have to be evacuated. Lots of farmland was lost as a result of salination from the tsunami. The coastline was destroyed as well as because of the tsunami. Wildlife was displaced, and a lot of them died. And some wildlife became radioactive as well as a result of the nuclear accident. And fires were triggered as a result of uh, tsunami and stuff mixing with gas leaks. Global impacts. So, as a result of the nuclear accident, radioactive materials started spreading, things like iodine 131, cesium 134, and 137, and there was a global supply chain disruption as a result of the destroyed infrastructure in Japan. Earth systems involved the lithosphere, so the plates converging causing the earthquake, that's the lithosphere, hydrosphere, the tsunami and the saltwater floods, biosphere, plants, animals, and humans that were displaced and killed as a result, and the atmosphere, so the debris from the tsunami and the chemicals from the nuclear accident being released into the atmosphere. And these are some images as well. You can see the environmental impact. There's a large fire in the background. Trees have been destroyed. The tsunami, as you can see, destroying the coastline. And in this image right here, showing the nuclear accident and the plant catching on fire as a result. Fun facts and lessons learned. So first off, we'll start with the fun facts. This was the most powerful earthquake ever recorded in Japan's history. It was also the most expensive natural disaster in history, and also the largest fall slip ever recorded caused the tsunami from this disaster. Lessons learned. Planning ahead will help reduce the impact of future events, things like hazard maps, evacuation routes, disaster drills, etc. You name it. Continuously improving slash updating laws, policies, building codes, and warning systems are key to adapt and be prepared for future events. And also, having protection such as insurance and contingency funds is key to help mitigate the economic impact of any potential future events. Sources. This is all the sources for the information on the slides, and this is the sources for the images as well. And thank you for listening, and have a good day.